All right, let's get all set. Okay, we are here. We are live. Guess I don't need these. All right. So yeah, we here, Book a Man. Today it's just me, Doc. So, I guess I could do the big introduction like Jay Sims, the Lion does. Let me see if I got it. Good morning, good evening. Wherever you may be, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Book of Man, hosted by me, Doc. All right. Well, maybe he'll come on, but Jay Sims is traveling. We are praying for his safe arrival to his destination, and we are praying that maybe he might be able to join us remotely. But regardless, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna try out a few things. All right, so we got some housekeeping stuff to get out the way, then we'll get into the topic. First of all, to all the people that followed the Book of Man Facebook page, hey, thank you. We appreciate it. We're looking to grow that, try to give a place for men to go out and talk to one another, to encourage one another, to support one another. We all need help. We need something. So that's a place where we can do that. How many crises can be avoided just if you got a partner or somebody you can talk to say, you know what, man, I'm having a hard time. I get it. Any of those things. So if you hadn't liked that yet, like that page, go ahead and try to follow that for us and become a part of the community. We appreciate it. Also, we have the YouTube page. That's where we post all of our pre-recorded and live videos. So go ahead and go to that page and subscribe. It's brand new. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers. That's a big milestone for us. And it just shows that what we're doing is good work. So y'all go over there to YouTube, go like that page. Description will be down there. Second thing, starting a book study for the 48 Laws of Power starting in January. If you want to learn more about that book and you want to discuss it with some folks and walk through it and just try to figure out exactly what it's saying, go ahead and get your copy now. Audio book, hard copy book, whichever one. I prefer audio books because I can listen to it while I'm doing other stuff. But yeah, go ahead and do that because we're starting a book study soon. We got a lot of good stuff, good ways to go in and break that down, because people say to improve yourself, the first thing they say is read some books and do things like that. But I say that reading the books without understanding or someone to bounce the ideas off is no good. So we're going to provide a place for that. So go ahead and get your copy of 48 Laws of Power. I suggest the audio book, but if you like the real book, go ahead and get it. Book study coming in January. All right, next thing of housekeeping. I dropped the link to join us here in the on the live, and I'm going to put it in the chat one more time. So if you're watching this and you want to chime in, go ahead and click that link. You had to give StreamYard some permissions, and then it'll let you come in and we can talk about it. I throw you up here. You don't have to show your camera if you don't want to, but yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get some stuff out there. All right. I think that's all the stuff. All right, let's do it. So I saw a post the other day, and let me see. Okay, there was a post the other day, and oh, I'm struggle streaming over here, like the people say. All right, here we go. So let me see if I can share the screen right here, and we're gonna do the Chrome tab. We're gonna share this. Okay, here we go. So one of our members in the Book of Man Facebook group shared this on his page, and we thought it was a good idea to kind of go over this thing. So check this out. It says social media got 22-year-olds wanting to off themselves because they don't make six figures or drive a 7 Series BMW. And the stuff is terrible. And at the bottom, it says, got women thinking that if you can't afford a Chanel bag, you're doing bad in life, and offer them nothing. Got dudes thinking a good 9 to 5 is slavery. Nobody likes their body. Nobody likes their home. Just a mass group of people wanting what others have or pretend to have. And the person in the middle, Seraphie, saying, I love my childhood. Y'all new kids in your teens and 20s got a lot of pressure on y'all for stuff that ain't real. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about this thing. Social media is one of those things that's It's dangerous and it's helpful. It's dangerous in a way that it clouds people's minds. It makes people believe that a thing is a certain way, and it's not that way. It it gives you a false sense of reality. You know, I think about that meme that goes up that shows the apple in the mirror, and on the outside like a whole apple, like everything is all good, but then on the back it's all kind of bites and tears, and it's all brown, and everything is out of it. Same thing. That's what social media is. It's only a short snapshot of what's happening. Think about it. When you take a picture, the only thing that you see is when the photographer say cheese, or when you taking a selfie and do the countdown timer and they say 3, 2, 1, click. It's a microsecond. It's a microsecond of that whole life. And what's odd is that microsecond goes up, but then people see it, but it's in a picture that lasts longer than that. And these kids, man, they're thinking this stuff is real. It's crazy. But okay, I got some stuff prepared for this. So let's talk about this. It's two aspects to the social media thing. One is the nature of social media, and the second is mental health. Yeah, mental health is connected to this. So let's look at this thing. The nature of social media. So I'm going to talk about that. All right, let me pull this thing up here. And this is what I like, to use things from sites like this. So this is a Forbes article. And the reason why I like to do this is because it's tied into business and it's tied into money. And they have incentive to tell folks the truth about what's out there, because the people that read that are the business owners and the people who follow all of the trends. So they need to know what's up. They need to know what's happening so they can adjust their marketing strategy for this. So but let's look at it. So it says media habits are changing rapidly for young adults, making ad targeting more challenging. So look at what's happening here, y'all. Young adults' media habits has changed. And if you want to go check this article out, you see the title. It's on Forbes.com. You can go ahead and do a quick Google search of that and find it. But what I want to do is go down here, right here where it says social media. Let me see if I can blow this thing up here so y'all can see it better. All right, there we go. One more time. All right. So it says that social media is more popular with young adults than older adults. And the test study found that on average, 59% of the age group. Now it says young adults, look up here, from 18 to 24. So 18 to 24. Over half of them spend over 3 hours a day on social media. And look, TikTok is the second most popular one behind YouTube, and 60% of those visit TikTok daily. And right here, both Instagram, 56%, and Snapchat remain popular with young adults and older demographics. So they spend more time on social media than the average. So they're exposed to it more. And let me tell you what happens because of that. Everything is marketed directly to them. It's going in their brains. They seeing it constantly. And it really flows into mental health. But what's dangerous is that the corporations and people do it for attention. That's what marketing is. Marketing is the deploy for attention. It's deployed for attention. Businesses do it so they can make money. People do it because their value system has changed, their reward system has changed, and attention is what's in that reward system. Attention is what happens. So they try to get all the attention they can. You know, they look at what I got. This is me. And in a minute, I'm about to show you a quick little video to show how that all connects together. So check this out. So here's the thing. It says young people. So the original author, the Facebook post said that it's young people. You know, they feel like they can't buy these material things or make $100,000, and they just want to they want to unalive themselves, and that is ridiculous, y'all. That's crazy. You want to do that to yourself because you don't have something, you don't have anything. That's ludicrous. But y'all take a look at this, because what I'm going to say is that they can't have make six figures if you below 35 years old. It's rare. It is rare. So I found some data over there at on the census. So y'all take a look at this. So I'm gonna share this. All right. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna put it all to the side. So this is this came from the census right here. So if you look at these things, right, you got income summary, you know, measured by people. So all households, missing white and black people, all of them. So that means that, you know, two people working, they only make $67,000 a year, $68,000 a year. That is nowhere close to 100. And these not young people, these full-fledged adults who's working. Then if you look here, black households, we only make $46,000 a year on average. That's not enough money to drive a 7 Series. If you are, you're going to be living in the 7 Series instead of paying for it. Now, the average age, so look at this, 15 to 24 and 25 to 34. So in those lower age right there, all combined, they make about 46,000. And that would include college graduates. You know, you graduate college about 21 years old, and there you go. Because if you're 15, I mean, I know when I was 15, I was working minimum wage. I was talking to one of my homeboys about that. And yeah, this back when minimum wage was like $4.25, something like that. So you're definitely not making that. But then it jumps up from 25 to 34. You make a lot of money, you know, about 70,000 on average. But we already established that the people in this age range, they're not even on social media. They're not even looking at this stuff. So that's crazy, you know, to think that. And it's a shame because it's misguiding folks. You know, our value system is becoming twisted. If you look at your kids, you know, the things they value is connected to material things. And I mean, I know when we was growing up, you know, that was kind of an issue too. You know, we you know, for us, it was all about the shoes. You know, got some Jordans, got this or that. You know, people used to wear the Coogee sweaters and I don't know, the jeans with the Velcro on it. I don't know. You buy it at Stag Shop, but I don't know. I never shopped there. But regardless, man, that's ludicrous. And what this is appropriate because I had this conversation with a little boy yesterday. You know, y'all know I'm a teacher, so I work with children. Not young children, but middle school age children. And they had a little dress down day. And kid had on a sweatshirt. It was one of those, you know, hustle for my drip or something. I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm so far out the loop. But another little boy wanted to get at him. So he kept telling him that his stuff was fake. And that his Jordan was fake, trying to get to him. And that's ludicrous. I mean, it's a sweatshirt. I understand buying name brand stuff and all that, but when that's your goal, you're gonna go lacking in a whole bunch of other stuff. That ain't gonna do it. So, all right. So I told y'all that this was byproduct of two things, and mental health was the second thing. Now, I found a video. I came across this brother on YouTube. He has a channel by the name of Nelson Counseling, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm loving what he's doing. So, brother, I hope you don't mind. that I'm going to share a little bit of the video you made the other day, but it fits perfectly with what we're talking about. So again, it's Nelson Counseling, and if you like what you hear, y'all go over to his page. Go ahead and drop him a subscribe, post some comments on his stuff. I like what he's talking about because he is definitely hitting on some stuff we need to hear. So in this video, is he made a video about Fresh and Fit and the stuff that they're doing, but we're not talking about that. But what we are talking about is what he's going to say about low self-esteem. So I'm gonna rewind this back. Let me see if I'm on the right thing here and make sure that I'm sharing. You know, I'm this sharing stuff on StreamYard is easy, but you can easily be making some mistakes and nobody can hear what you're talking about. Okay, so let's go back. We're gonna go back to the beginning. Here we go.
Look like. I talk a lot about narcissism and self-esteem and the effects that it has on people, but I really don't give real life examples of people that display these characteristics. Well, when I first started my channel, I kind of did it, but I strayed away from it because I really don't like talking about people. But in this case, the individuals that I'm about to talk about, I personally feel are detrimental to the Black community and Black men, in my opinion. So I mentioned how low self-esteem can cause young men to take on personality traits of narcissists by having them, they study celebrities and they try to mimic what they think makes them desirable. And I'm talking about core values of like money, power, and respect. They see these in entertainers and rappers and athletes, and they look at that as this is an indicator of what I need to be in life. And it's clear that Fresh and Fit are two individuals that have really taken to the core values of a man are money, power, and respect.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if y'all heard that correctly. I had on my headphones and I was hearing it double, but hopefully y'all did. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the link for it. I'm gonna throw it down in the chat and in the description just in case you want to go back and watch that video. But what he was saying is that when people have low self-esteem, they often will pick up and mimic traits of narcissistic people. They pick up and mimic those traits like money, power, respect, and they start to value those things because that's what makes them feel better. So is it that our young people have low self-esteem? Think about it. Is it that they don't feel good about themselves and that the social media and the pictures and images and the messages that they get perpetuates that? So they see someone who's not them. They see someone famous and they have these things. They have this car, they have the clothes, they have all this stuff. But they can't get that because it's not them. And then they feel hard on themselves because they don't have that thing. And then they keep consuming social media, so it keeps going. So it is a byproduct of low self-esteem. I mean, think about it. Usually you can tell when someone has low self-esteem because they usually tend to try to hide it with other stuff. I mean, I did that. You know, when I was in high school, I had low self-esteem for a long time. And you know how I hid it? I bought shoes and clothes. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard me then, but yeah, low self-esteem, man. I bought shoes, I bought clothes, I bought all these things to boost up my own self-esteem. And I hid the fact that I didn't feel good about myself, that I wasn't confident in myself. So maybe young people have that problem. That's why they feel like they want to unalive themselves because they're not making six figures. But we've shown that is the average person, the average full-fledged adult family don't make six figures. It's a small percentage that does that. So they're chasing a goal that they most likely can't achieve unless they do certain things. And then you can't get that. It's rare that you get that as a young adult. You know, they say that most adult men don't come into themselves and start making serious money till they turn 45 years old. So it takes a while to get into that stuff. But our people, we want it now. These kids want it now. They don't want to wait. They just want to go and get it because that's what they see. So like I said earlier, is that a product of low self-esteem? Is it that every time they look at this post, every time these people tell them things, every time they try to get a girlfriend, the girl tell them they have to have so much money, or they feel like in order to date somebody, they need to have so much money and do these expensive things. It's just a perpetual cycle that won't end. Earlier I talked about how we're going to start a book study. So remember, book study starting in January, Book of Man, 48 Laws of Power. If you want to know about that book, I already read it. I listened to an audio book. We're going to break it down, dig into it and talk about it, see how it can apply to your life. But one of the powers, 48 Laws of Power, one of them talks about how we should hide the effort in how we do things and how we should make things look effortless. So work hard, but make it look effortless. And I truly believe that's what's happening in social media. The people with these things, it's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, but they make it look easy because they just post those pictures of what they have and what they're doing. But they don't post all the late nights they had to stay up, burn candles on both ends. They don't post how they had to run live streams with by themselves. They don't get that. It's a lot of work going to this stuff. And all you see is the flower that come out at the end. But that's one of the laws of power, and it proves itself right here because they're taking our power. They are gaining more power by making things look easy. And we falling for it every time. Every single time. All right. So I'm going to wrap this topic up right here. On Book of Man, not only do we talk about certain issues that affect our men, affect our parenting, affect our children, but we try to offer some solutions. So how do we fix it? How do we fix the problem of our young adults not feeling good about themselves, their self-esteem? How do we fix the problem of them consuming social media to the point to where they are influenced, but they want to off themselves? And y'all don't forget, I'm gonna go ahead and before I go there, don't forget on the Facebook page and everybody else, I got the link down there. If you want to go ahead and if you want to join in, I'm gonna post it on the page again. If y'all want to come in. So anybody that want to come in and drop some knowledge on us, man, y'all welcome. Y'all come on, man. We can chop it up. We can see what you're talking about. But let me continue. I digress because I get off task fast. How do we fix it? I'll say what I've always said is that the secret to a lot of things is not fighting your nature. I've always said that people are in a battle against their nature all the time. And the secret is not fighting it, but leaning into it, but guiding it in a different direction. So if you are a young adult or a regular adult, whichever one, and you're on social media, and like we said, more than 3 hours a day, protect what you're putting into your eye gate and your ear gate. That's one of those important things. That means that you should be aware of what you are consuming, because whatever you consume, you become. Pay attention to what you're watching with your eyes. Pay attention to who and what you're listening to. So the hack for that is, you're on social media. You're going to consume this stuff. Consume different things. Find things that are aligned with where you want to go in life. Find things that want to get you to where you need to be and consume those things. Find someone putting out a positive message. Participate in those communities like the Book of Man Facebook group. Hack it. You know what I'm saying? You already know you do that. So just change what you're consuming, and that'll do it. So anyway, man, y'all listen, if you got something to say about this topic, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. This one ain't gonna be long, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And next week we'll be back. J Sims the Lion, Doc, we'll be back in the house. Hopefully we can get on some more guests. Book of Man, we out. Love y'all.